We got a ton of babies. So far, I have not held a dead snake. Everything is alive. Everything looks like it's breathing and good size, too. I don't see any runts in here. We've got two unfertilized slugs. And it looks like we have one that I would call a preemie. I'll show you what I mean. It's really interesting. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to film this without getting slime all over my hand, my camera. But now all my friends are calling. Hang on, dude. Let me call you back. I got a ton of babies, and I think she's done, but I've got a lot of it on film. This is incredible. You there? What is wrong with my effing phone? Anyway, let me show you what I was talking about here. You see, right? That looks like a snake, doesn't it? It basically is premature and it never formed. You can see the head. You can see the design and the tail. It basically never finished basically developing. So I guess you'd call that kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call it. Somewhat, kind of like a premature baby, I guess. That's the only one of these I've seen so far. Now I'm going to pull the paper out and see if I got anything else hiding over here where Mom is. I may have gotten them all. There may actually be more. I'm going to try holding this camera. I'm going to look and see what I can come up with. Here's another one of these funky looking eggs. Yeah, see, look at that. Wow, look at that. Oh, it's not alive, is it? No, of course not. This right here is interesting. This is the egg, like the yolk where the snake would live off of. This is really freaky. And then you have this funky looking. Oh, is that moving? If that's moving, it's really going to flip me out. I don't think that's moving. If that thing's moving, I'm really going to be freaked out. Because it's a snake that didn't form properly. And I can't tell. Oh, here's another one. Here's another baby over here. I can't tell if that thing's moving or if it's just the motion of the goop that's causing it to move. But if that thing's moving, I'm really going to be freaked out because that's pretty creepy. Oh, get over here. I'm trying to hold this snake in all the slime. Yeah, okay. Okay, oops. Okay, so I hope that snake's not alive. Oh, that's awful creepy. That is really freaky. We'll just put you down. I'm gonna move. I'll deal with this freak of nature snake in a minute. For now, let's get back to what's going on here. Where's Mom? Hey, Mom. She's gonna be very defensive. You know, I may have lucked out and actually been able to grab all these babies. So you can see all the egg mass here. I'm going to try to just pick the whole egg mass up and drop it in there. So we've got a ton of babies. As you can see, a ton of babies. A lot of egg masses. So the idea is I probably will cut these, just cut them off. I don't want them to drag them around, you know. Nobody looks underdeveloped except for that little creature. It's like Frankenstein's boa constrictor. That is just freaky. Alright, I'm going to try to do this without getting Mom on my case and having her kick my ass. Wow. I think she's done. You done? Are you done? Oh, wow, you know what? I don't know if she's done or not. Hard to tell if she's done. I don't see any babies near her. But she's going to be very, very defensive during this because she'll look at me not as Kevin the caretaker. She's going to look at me as Kevin the predator. You know, instinctively, I want to eat her babies. And I don't know what they say in certain magazines, but I can assure you from experience, boa constrictor moms, they are protective. If I put my hand anywhere near her mouth, she'd nail me. I guarantee you that. And that's just instinct going on there. So, we got this freak of nature looking thing over here. I don't think it's alive. It's got a fully formed eye. It almost looks like an albino. It's obviously just something that didn't finish forming, and I really don't think it's alive. It was moving. I think it was just the goop. Okay, I believe I've got every baby. This is a real interesting birth. The fact that I was able to grab all the babies without even having... No, there's some back there. You can see some. Yep, we got some babies back there. I'm going to leave Mom a little bit. There are some babies back there. You can see them. I can see the babies. If she hasn't finished, I don't want to bug her. I think she probably has. You can see the babies. See them? She's got at least one under there, and I don't want her to squash it. I want to get it. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to try to do this without getting bit. And if I get bit, that's fine. I accept it. Perfectly acceptable to take a bite from a defensive mom. Let's go back to the babies again real quick. Oh crap, I got snot all over me here. Egg snot all over me. Just got to make sure that everybody's heads are out. They're all breathing. My phone's ringing again. Alright, I'm going to come back here in a minute. I'm going to pause the camera. I got to take an important call, and I'm going to continue on in just a moment. Okay, we're back. I took care of my work phone call real quick here. As we see, we got a ton of babies in here. Babies that have, they got some yolk still present, so I'm just going to kind of let them sit in here a little bit. And now I need to focus on the other babies that are in there with Mom. I think she's probably done having babies. I would like to grab some of these babies that are hiding behind her. I know there's at least one. You can see it right there. At least one baby hiding behind her. And if I try to retrieve that baby, she's going to nail my ass, I'll tell you that. But she's not squishing it, so everything looks okay there. I got really lucky that you know, she had the babies to the right on the warm side, which is kind of interesting. So I was able to retrieve most of the babies, as you saw, without even having to take her out. Usually I take her out first and then retrieve the baby, so this was kind of nice. All the snake buddies are calling to check in. Dude, I don't have them coming out of the chute, but I got everything else. There's a whole shit ton of them. I'm actually filming now for YouTube, so hopefully... but basically, I walked in right as it was happening. I could see her tail lifting, but I couldn't get the babies coming out because of the way the newspaper was, so I just let her be. I was able to grab all the babies without even taking her out, one by one, showing them off. There's a few of them still behind her on the left side. I think she's done. There's 2 slugs and there's 2 Frankenstein babies. It looks like an albino. The head's completely formed, but the rest of the body's not. And it's attached to a ginormous like piece of egg yolk. It's really kind of interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big time preemie that just didn't develop. But I thought it was moving. I thought its head was moving. It was freaking me out. I'm still kind of freaked out. It can't be moving, dude. I think it's, I don't know what's, it can't be. I would hope not. I mean, if it is,